Canadian government itself found that there was no foreign interference when two people were shot at, one in Surrey in Vancouver and the other in Brampton in Ontario. The whole conspiracy of Nijjar has been deliberately created to ensure that the vote bank of Justin Trudeau remains intact. What is happening in Canada is basically collection of funds, collection of controlling gurdwaras, radicalization of politics, ensuring vote banks for Justin Trudeau. The same thing is happening in UK and also in eastern parts of US. On March 31st, another referendum, this time in Sacramento, is ready. And again, there'll be lot of, flag flying, lot of accusation, lot of, outrageous statements, social media cacophony. The so-called farmer protesters who are right now at the Shambu border, held back by strong efforts of the Haryana police, or at Kannauр border. These people, the basic aim is not getting the MSP. The game here is that somehow you take the sheen out of Narendra Modi's popularity, somehow continue this entire thing till the April elections, somehow pull him down politically. Namaskar. There are two events happening which are not mutually connected, but the fundamental driver is politics, and that too radical politics. The objective is vote banks through either disruption or through radicalization. The first one that is happening is in Canada, where 5 months ago, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau accused the Narendra Modi government of orchestrating the assassination of Babbar Khalsa international terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was killed last June. It's been 5 months, but Justin Trudeau has not been able to substantiate even an iota of what made him make a public accusation against the Narendra Modi government. To complicate matters further, what has happened is that recently the Canadian government itself found that there was no foreign interference when two people were shot at, one in Surrey in Vancouver and the other in Brampton in Ontario, both hotbeds of Khalistani radicalization. What is very crucial in this is that the way the game in Canada or the way the Khalistani game in Canada is being played out. Let me take you way back. Now, on January 27th, the outgoing Canadian National Security Advisor, Jodie Thomas, I believe, she gave an interview to the media saying that the Indian government was cooperating with the Canadian intelligence services to find out who actually killed Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Simultaneously, the same newspaper took an interview of the Indian envoy to Canada, that is Sanjay Kumar Verma. Now, here the game starts. The interview given by Sanjay Kumar Verma was before the interview of the outgoing National Security Advisor was taken. But the interview of Sanjay Kumar Verma was later published before the National Security Advisor's interview, as if the Indian envoy is trying to send a rejoinder to the Canadian government saying that, please give me evidence before I start to investigate Hardeep Singh Nijjar's killing, which is a fact. that evidence is still not there. It's just an allegation, is basically giving a dog a bad name and hanging him. Now, the point in this is that the way the whole thing played out, because Sanjay Kumar Verma in his interview said that if there will be any attempt to disrupt or to somehow attack the Indian sovereignty, there will be consequences. The same Khalistani radical elements within Canada use this to say that it was the Indian government which was behind the shooting at Vancouver and shooting in Brampton, which in fact turned out to be incorrect, and that too by the Canadians themselves, who said that there was no foreign interference. But what is happening in Canada is basically collection of funds, collection of controlling gurdwaras, radicalization of politics, ensuring vote banks for Justin Trudeau. The same thing is happening in UK and also in eastern parts of US, which is the California state. Now let me tell you that on March 31st, another referendum, this time in Sacramento, is ready. And again there will be lot of, flag flying, lot of accusation, lot of, outrageous statements, social media cacophony, and somehow trying to say that actually Narendra Modi government is totally out to decimate the Sikh community or harass the Sikh community, which is not correct. Now, cut to India. What's happening in India? Now, the so-called farmer protesters who are right now at the Shambu border, held back by strong efforts of the Haryana police, or at Kanori border. These people, the basic aim is not getting the MSP for the farmers, but making an outrageous demand where they demand a legislation so that the government is totally bound on buying something which is economically not viable at all. So, but what is the game? The game here is that somehow you take the sheen out of Narendra Modi's popularity, somehow continue this entire thing till the April elections, somehow pull him down politically. And in this game, the opposition parties are involved, including the ruling party in Punjab. Now, if you look at the two things and if you look at the social media cacophony, you will actually believe there is sort of insurrection happening. Nothing of the sort is happening actually. On February 20th, the Canadian intelligence chief was in Delhi, along with other intelligence chiefs who had come for a meeting, annual meeting. And in that meeting, his Indian counterparts and the national security establishment told them very clearly that we will not tolerate anything that harms the integrity of India. To which the Canadian side reply was also very clear, saying that they will ensure that nothing like this is happening. They are beyond the immature politics that is currently prevailing in that country. Are the farmers or the so-called farmers at Shambu border linked with the Canadian farmers, Canadian protesters or Canadian radicals? No, they are not. There is no evidence of any money coming from Canada or from UK or from US for the current protest that is taking place at Shambu border and at the Kanori border. But the fundamental objective of both is vote bank politics. And that is what is harming the country. Now, if you look at this protest by the so-called farmers at Shambu border, it is very evident that there would be hardly any politician at the level of Prime Minister Narendra Modi or at the level of Home Minister Amit Shah who have gone out of the way to assuage the Sikh community. Let me tell you, Home Minister Amit Shah did car seva in 1984 after the army action was taken during Operation Blue Star. He was there for 14 days. The two leaders are totally committed to the Sikh Panth, and they are firm believers of that. But what they are facing is, they are facing outright Khalistani radicals who have a different game to play. Now, these people are not attached to the roots of the country. They are being radicalized online. They are being radicalized on social media. They are trying to conjure up a picture where India is out to go after the Sikh community. Nothing of the sort is happening. Now, in this, countries of the West, particularly UK, Canada, US, are playing their own role. While the Indian national security establishment has raised this topic time and again with the Canadian intelligence, with the FBI, with the MI5 in UK, the fund collection, the radicalization of the Sikh youth who has not seen India, who was second generation of in UK, these people are being turned against the country which they belong to. What is the final objective? As far as the protesters go on the Shambhu border, it is somehow to ensure that the BJP loses in Punjab, and the general hullabaloo is created so that the BJP loses within the Jat belt. This will not be possible because the Western UP Jats have not joined the thing. The Haryana Jats are away from the whole thing, and it is only confined to the Punjabi Sikh community or the Punjabi farmers who are supported by the state government. As far as Canada goes, it's very clear that the whole conspiracy of Nijjar has been deliberately created to ensure that the vote bank of Justin Trudeau remains intact. 5 months down the line, he has not added a word on what really happened, who were the people who committed the assassination of Nijjar, who himself was a terrorist. Fact of the matter is that Nijjar was killed in an inter-gangland warfare, which is typical right now in Canada. And who's getting the blame? The blame is on the Indian government for no fault of theirs. The bottom line is, it is the politics that is prevailing, it's the radical politics that is prevailing. And this will continue to prevail till such time a new government is elected in India in May 2024. Thank you.